Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Siegfried. Today is April 10th, 2020. I want to wish you a happy Easter. And first of all, I'm sorry, I still don't have my hair cut. You know, it's coronavirus season, and my hairdresser, my salon lady, she's not working. So I think I'm gonna call this my Corona cut. But I got that, and I got this, you know, so I'm all PC. And we're open here at the clinic, and we're taking care of patients. And today what I'm going to do is share with you something that's very important you can do at home. And it has to do with your immunity. Because your immunity is what protects you against, let's say, coronavirus, let's say other viruses, the flu, cough, colds, flus, allergies, because this time of year in Oregon it's absolutely incredible. The good news is it's beautiful. Everything is in bloom. The bad news is people whose immune system is down, they get allergies, and that's a problem. So what I'm going to do today, the focus is to help you build up your immunity at home, very simply, very cheap, and it's very empowering and very satisfying. I mean, I got a whole pharmacy full of supplements that I could tell you about, but I'm not going to. They're here. Anybody has any questions on them, they can always call me. But I'm going to focus on what you can do at home. And the first thing you can, and that's the one thing. The other thing I'm going to do is have you try to understand what immunity is relative to our modern, quote-unquote, scientific community. Here's the deal. We have, relative to your immunity, we have the mechanistic theory, and we have what's called the vitalistic theory. The mechanistic theory is based on the germ theory, which we're talking about so much in the United States, and it's based on the work of Big Louis Pasteur, who's the one that told us to pasteurize milk. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I would just tell you, if you can get raw milk, you're better off. And I'm going to be stepping on some toes, like I said. I'm not talking what's PC, politically correct, but I am talking about what's nutritionally and biochemically for your body correct, and it's not supported, my statements are not supported by the FDA, so that's my disclaimer. However, Mad Magazine thinks I'm pretty good, so that's my reference point. Here's the deal. The germ theory that we're practicing in we're being exposed to in the USA today is based on the work of Big Louis Pasteur. And that follows Big Pharma, which follows drugs, hospitals, and ultimately vaccines. That's the mechanistic theory. The bug is out there, it's going to jump on you. The vitalistic theory is this. If your immunity is strong, then you can fight off bugs. I'm just going to say that. So in other words, it's the host that has to be strong. You have to be strong. You can fight off the bugs, cough, colds, flus, fever, allergies, and things like that. That's the vitalistic theory. Sweden, for example, is practicing that as I speak. They're telling their kids to go to school. They're telling the kids to go outside and play together. They're telling their kids to get out in the sunshine, run around, have a good time. And that's what we call herd immunity that they're trying to establish, and they're doing very well. Now, this is April 10th, 2020. I don't know what's going to happen in a couple of weeks, but it's been working for them so far, and that's the idea. When you're around somebody that's healthy, or if they get a cough, cold, flu, or fever, or maybe some allergies, and you hang around with them, then you create antibodies. Stanford University has also come out just recently and said that if you have the antibodies, if your body is strong and has antibodies to a virus, whatever the virus is, whatever the bug is, then your body can fight it off if you're strong. That's from Stanford University. That's a pretty good reference, I would say. So, vitalism, for example, in Sweden is what they're practicing. They're going after herd immunity. And then let's go down a little bit further. Vitamin C. What foods are high in vitamin C? Well, lemon, limes, oranges, potatoes. Where'd that come from? That came from this book right here called The Vitamins in Medicine, and if you can get it, if you can find it, you want to get some research? Here's thousands and thousands and thousands of research studies, but I'm summarizing it down to you. What's important for your immune system? Vitamin C. Linus Pauling made it very famous back in the 70s, and he was kicked out the door because of that, but he was talking about ascorbic acid. I'm talking about the whole vitamin C complex, which is found in lemons, limes, oranges, and potatoes. In fact, if you know the term limey, the British sailors are called limeys. And the reason they're called limeys is because lemons, limes, and potatoes is what cured their scurvy on the ships when they were running around the world colonizing the world. So that's another reason why these foods are so valuable, where they've been used before. And by the way, the goat is an excellent source of vitamin C. If you have a goat in your backyard, that's a joke, but I drink a lot of goat's milk because out here yonder in Oregon, people can sell raw goat's milk. And the goat, when it's under stress, see, we don't make vitamin C, but the goat and certain animals, when they're under stress, that can make vitamin C, will boost or bump their production of vitamin C. For example, the goat, when the goat's under stress, you know, maybe he's stuck in a briar patch or something, or a blackberry patch, and he can't get out, so he has to eat his way out. The vitamin C production will go up sometimes over 100, 200 times his normal need because he's under stress. And that's where the adrenal glands come in for vitamin C. If your adrenal glands are strong, you make a lot of vitamin C, and the vitamin C for us is found in the adrenal gland. So that's why the adrenal glands are very important, and the foods that are high in vitamin C are very important. Like, for example, blueberries. The Native Americans found when the settlers were very sick, they would give them adrenal glands from the moose or the caribou, because it would build up their immune system and get them over a lot of the diseases that they had because they didn't have good food, proper food. So the Native Americans would help them that way. How did they find out about the adrenal glands? They probably went to some, the University of Natural Healing out in the woods. That's a joke, but the point is, they knew that. So, lemon, limes, oranges, potatoes. What else is important for immunity? Obviously, you got to have good sanitation. Dr. Semmelweis proved that back in the 1800s when he was a surgeon who started washing his hands with soap and water, and all kinds of infectious diseases that the people that in the surgical suites went away because the doctors started washing their hands in soap and water. Big article about that in the Wall Street Journal lately. Sunshine. Sunshine is very important. A lot of talk right now about vitamin D, vitamin C, and other minerals for immunity. Sunshine is very important because the sunshine actually works this way. The sun hits your skin, makes vitamin D. Vitamin D is very important for your calcium metabolism. Calcium metabolism is very important for your immune system and your white blood cells, and that's its connection to immunity. However, if you don't have enough vitamin A or vitamin F on your skin, then the vitamin D doesn't work. And a lot of people are taking vitamin D3. That's synthetic. That's like calling your thumb your hand. Vitamin D3 is one part that's isolated called cholecalciferol that was made in the pharmaceutical labs and being sold to us as vitamin D. It's not vitamin D, it's vitamin D3, it's cholecalciferol, it's synthetic, and it causes kidney and other problems based on this, not based, these people found out as well. Cod liver oil is your best bet there. So the point is the sunshine works really good if you have enough of what's called a substrate on your skin and the rest of your body. And the substrate is vitamin F and vitamin A. That's why, and the vitamin E. So that's why cod liver oil is so valuable for the vitamin D complex. Now, if you have that and you're out in the sunshine, then the body says, okay, we're going to make it. But if you don't have the internal substrates, the biochemical substrates, then it doesn't work as well. Dr. Price found that out in his work called Nutrition and Physical Degeneration back in the 20s and 30s with tuberculosis patients who were suffering, and they were saying how sunshine was valuable for them, and it was, but the people didn't have the substrate because the diet was so deficient, which is what caused the tuberculosis to begin with, according to a lot of the different theories. Okay, what else? So we've covered sunshine. Now supplements. Okay, so there's so many supplements being promoted. Vitamin D, which is vitamin D3, look on the bottle. Cholecalciferol. That's like calling your thumb your hand. It's synthetic. I would tell you not to even take it. I would tell you to go get cod liver oil from greenpastures.org. The cod/butter oil. Far superior. It's fermented. And that's your best bet for vitamin D. As far as vitamin C, well, here's the thing. There's a big article in the Wall Street Journal the other day that said there's a lot of stuff going around, folks, and there's a lot of research and there's a lot of voodoo. Well, this is some of the voodoo things they talked about, which are you better be careful. What they want you to do is have your drugs, have your vaccines, have your hospital activity, which I am not opposed to in a crisis emergency situation. But at the same time, in a crisis emergency situation, like with the British sailors hundreds of years ago, they started feeding them lemons, limes, oranges, and potatoes. They got over their vitamins, their scurvy, and they got over all kinds of other diseases. So what I'm saying is, this is what's going on. The Wall Street Journal said, be careful of the science and the voodoo. So what's some of the voodoo that they say be careful of? Which, by the way, again, is in here, and also some of the voodoo that Dr. Jarvis in his books called Arthritis in Folk Medicine and Folk Medicine. You get these on the internet for like $5. I'm fishing them out all the time. By the way, the FDA confiscated over 70,000 of his books when he died in 1960 or whenever it was. You can get these for $5. These should be in your laboratory. They're manuals for nutrition and home health. Okay, so these are some of the foods that, these are some of the flu and virus remedies not approved currently by the FDA that have been used for centuries, that feed the immune system. For example, garlic, lemon, onions, limes, oranges, grapefruits, bananas, blueberries, blackberries, cherries, blackcurrant, elderberry, figs, grapefruit, rose hips, honey, vinegar, potatoes, avocados, ginkgo berries, pine needles, cabbage, red pepper, adrenal gland supplement, goat's milk, and it goes on and on. And if you want to even read more, the vitamins in medicine, which I talk about a lot in my stuff right now, because it's a big basis for a lot of my podcasts on Are Your Vitamins Destroying Your Health? That's my podcast, by the way. It's called Are Your Vitamins Destroying Your Health? And you can look that up if you want under Dr. Siegfried. But in the Vitamins in Medicine, page 396 to 405 are there's 364, almost 10 pages of foods high in the vitamin C complex. So, there you have it, folks, for today. This is the build up your immunity. How do you build up your immunity? In my opinion, you eat as well as you can. Eat good, clean diet, certified organic food. Get your sunshine, get your exercise. If you want to take any supplements, you take cod liver oil. These are the supplements, the lemon, limes, oranges, and potatoes in particular from the food standpoint. But also these things that we use here at the clinic are food concentrates high in certain vitamins and minerals. You ever want to find out about them? Give me a call, 503-472-6550. You can get in touch with me at dunnchiropracticclinic.com. You can go to my website, drsiegfried.com. You can go to my podcast, Dr. Siegfried, Are Your Vitamins Destroying Your Health? Or maybe it's Dr. Siegfried to Your Health. But anyway, I'm on my podcast. You're welcome to listen to those too. Plus, I've got my videos. And I hope this helps. I hope you have a good day. Wish you happy Easter. And take care.